Just so you know. All right. Nope, I can't see. All right. Welcome to my homeschool village. I am Rebecca, homeschool mom to 5 children for 20 years, and I am here to help you homeschool and to show you tricks of the trade. How can I help you in this homeschooling journey? So as I'm going on here, hi Angela. Kathy Taylor, welcome. So I'm going to go live for about 10, 15 minutes here real quick. I just want to show you some of the really cool things that my homeschool village has right now to help you homeschooling through the summer specifically, you guys, because, whether or not you want a curriculum right now, whether or not you're a year rounder or you're taking a break, I recommend the break right now if you need it. This is beautiful weather. And once it gets hot again, put your kids back to work. But in the meantime, make sure that if you're looking for things to do, enrichment programs for your kids this summer, we are your girls. So my homeschool village has what we call the virtual village or the social network for our children. It is a place where our children, it's hosted on Mighty Networks. Inside our group, we have a place where our children are meeting up today at 4 p.m. It's actually in an hour Eastern time. There is a Minecraft education group for children. They're in there playing and on a Zoom. So they're putting their faces on Zoom. They're chatting. They're getting to know each other while they're playing Minecraft, and they're becoming friends and having some great experiences. We also have a book club. We also have an art club. We also have some activities for kindergartners. So we have a social network inside my homeschool village. It's $25 a month per child. They come in. There's activities almost every day of the week, all week long. And we will have things going on for the summer. And you will get an email or a little message in your group on the Mighty Networks app that we are going live. We'll go live. Your children will be able to come in and hang out. So if you're looking for that, please make sure you go check the link in the bio, click on it, come join us, keep your kids entertained and educated all summer long while you get a break. That's the idea. Hello from Israel, Mr. Krabs. Welcome. Hi, Francesca. Ashton, hello. Homeschool moms, come on in. I'm looking for homeschool moms. If you're not a homeschool mom or parent, it can be a dad. Homeschool parents, that's who I am here to chat with, talk to, help, encourage. I've got your back. I will be the wind beneath your wings. How can I help you to become the best mom and homeschool parent you need to be? We have 5 children. A little background on me. I have 5 children. We have homeschooled since the beginning. We started out homeschooling when we lived in the DC area out in Prince George's County. And we just lived in a place where we could not put our kids safely and comfortably in school. And that was 20 years ago. And now we still homeschool. 3 of our children are done being homeschooled. 2 are still at home, our 11 and 15 year olds, 12 and 15 year olds. And we're almost done. And we have loved, I won't tell you we loved every minute of it. That's a lie. We did not love every minute of it. Guys, that's the secret to homeschooling is it's not always easy. And my children haven't loved every minute of it. And I haven't loved every minute of it. But we are grateful we've done it. I wouldn't have done it any other way. I would have changed a lot about my homeschooling, which is something that we're going to keep doing. But I'm always tweaking my homeschooling. But I'm glad I homeschooled, and I wouldn't have not homeschooled. I do not regret homeschooling. Mr. Krabs says, my son who is homeschooling, I'm worried he's not going to make friends or socialize. Any advice? Yes. Go join our virtual village kids. That is why we made it. Now, this is the only way your child is not going to socialize or make friends is if you don't let them. Children are naturally social beings. And as a homeschool mom, I was always getting my kids involved in church and activities and local communities and sports. We were always getting involved wherever we could. They still take classes and courses with other kids. That's really not an issue anymore. There's so many homeschoolers. Did you know in some places there are entire homeschool sports teams that's all homeschoolers, volleyballs and soccers, and because there's so many of us. So you just have to reach out. Come join my homeschool village. We have online social networks where our children are meeting up, always overseen by a homeschool mom. Never just left to their own devices. Never a good idea. So make sure. So yeah, homeschooling like your children It does not become antisocial. They actually learn social skills from you, the parent, which is the best way to do it. A parent should be the one teaching social skills, not other unsocialized children. An unsocialized child teaching an unsocialized child socialization skills makes no sense. It's like putting a bunch of kids in a room who can't read and waiting for somebody to teach them that doesn't teach. It's just, anyway, that was not the best analogy. Okay. So also we have a big secret coming up, you guys. We get something big coming. Make sure you're staying tuned here in my homeschool village, that you're following along, because we've got a big secret and you're going to love it. So if you've been watching my homeschool village from afar, wanting to join, anyway, that's all I'm going to say. You're going to want to be checking this out. The first 50 people are going to get the secret. So go sign up to get that. We will email you what is happening here in my homeschool village. He's quite introverted, so homeschooling kind of makes it sound worse. Okay. The fact that he's introverted means you need to homeschool even more. An introverted child. Now, I like, how many introverted adults do you know? Introverted children don't become socialized children by putting them with socialized children. They actually become more introverted because they're so uncomfortable around so many children that they're in an uncomfortable space. It's okay to be an introverted adult. There's a million different jobs you can do in the world for introverted adults. Hi, Janelle. And so I always, this breaks my heart when people say my child's introverted, I need to get him out. No, let him be introverted. Let him, make sure you're exposing him to group activities. Make sure he's being exposed to young children, older adults, the elderly. Get him into service projects. Teach him, make sure you're going to a church of some kind. Make sure that you are joining your local community activities. Make sure that he's doing a service project in a nursing home. He will learn social skills. Most social skills need to be learned one-on-one anyway. Like this whole idea of like, you don't have to be like a public speaker. You don't have to be a motivational speaker. You can just be a really good at one-on-one. And if he's good at one-on-one, he will be just fine. Guys, the introverted is not a sin. It is not bad. Introverted children deserve to stay introverted. Just make sure that they're getting social skills with you. Are they conversing with you? Are they conversing one-on-one? As an adult, I am a very social person. I've always loved large groups of people. I'm a middle child of 7. So being around a lot of children has always been something I've loved to do, and being around people. However, I do have some introverted children. The older I get, the more introverted I become. And I have found that introversion, and that's also a skill. It is a skill to be able to have a beautiful relationship one-on-one with one person. That's what we call a happy marriage. That's what we call a great parent-child relationship. If your child is introverted, work on one relationship at a time. Let them work that one. They only need one friend, you guys. I'm an adult now who grew up very social. I don't have a lot of friends anymore because I don't want them. I have lots of friends, but personal friends are my husband and my children. I have my siblings are my friends. I see them once every few months. But the real people that I need to be with are my spouse, my husband, my children. Everybody else is minutes of my life. And it's only our children that really matter with that relationship. So that's where you build those social skills, is inside your family. And then you teach them how to deal with the elderly, with death. Take them to the nursing homes, let them fall in love with some of the elderly, watch them die. It's a beautiful, beautiful experience. And you teach your children so many lessons that way. I don't mean that to sound morbid. I just think it's a beautiful thing. I've learned to be okay with life being just that. Less sickness and more healthy relationship. Yes, right? Why? Hi, Tabitha. Where do we get this idea that we have to, like, our children have to be okay with thousands of people? Have you ever actually gone into a high school and seen how many of those kids actually interact with each other? I think they feel more, I think the bigger the group, the lonelier you are. So that's my own personal experience. I was the kid who wanted to be the cheerleader, and I was vice president of my junior and senior class, blah, blah, blah. And you know what? It was when I was in those positions that I felt the loneliest. That is not where it's at, you guys. And I can say that from experience. I did the popularity thing, and I was lonelier then than I am now with my 1, 2, 3, with my 5 children and my husband. And I have a beautiful relationship with them, and that's my happy place. So, oh, you're so welcome, Mr. Krabs. God bless you too. I'm glad you liked that. But yeah, don't worry about an introverted child. Think of it more as a blessing and find out how you can better use that superpower. It can be a superpower. It is not. It is not a weakness. Don't think of it as a weakness. Yeah, keep the relationships in your household strong, and everything else will just work accordingly. And you know what? If your child only gets along with one person at a time, awesome. Their spouse is going to be thrilled, right? Absolutely thrilled. You're welcome. Any other questions? Let me know. How can I help with this? I do find that homeschooling has helped me to see a lot of what the world sees as weaknesses are actually strengths, and it's allowed me to help my children to really develop the skills that the world thinks is a weakness into those strengths, and it's been beautiful. Like an introverted child, they could be a strong future leader. They have a mind of their own. Janelle, I love that. I love that. An introverted child could possibly be a strong future leader. They have a mind of their own. There you go. That's it. And we need to stop looking at loneliness as a bad thing. A child needs to learn that being alone is a beautiful thing. It's a time to reflect, pray, ponder. It's a time to make yourself stronger, more educated. Um, these are all things that schools tell us are bad. Ooh, don't be lonely. It means you don't fit in. And people ask me all the time, how do you teach your children to fit in? I don't. I do not teach my children to fit in. I don't want them to fit in, because to fit in, it means they have to give up a part of themselves. Instead, I teach them to stand out, be you, do what you need to do, be who you're going to be, and let the world deal with it. And what happens is they may not ever fit in. Thank goodness, but they're sure leading. And you know what they do is they're happier. I don't want them to give up who they are to fit in, to sacrifice anything of who they feel, what they feel is right. I teach them to listen to their hearts, their spirits. I teach them to pray and listen for revelation from God. I teach them to how to work on that revelation so that when they hear his voice, they know what to do next. Those are lessons we teach in our homeschooling, not fitting in, I'm not worried about socialization. I want to know that they have a one-on-one with God, they have a one-on-one with each of their parents, and that they treat their siblings kindly. I want them to be able to be morally clean. I want them to have values. I want them to be charitable. I want them to have the ability to be honest in all things. I want them, when my children are at home alone, when they're alone and no one's watching, do they have integrity? Are they being honest? Are they being good? Are they looking at naughty things, or are they looking at things that will improve their lives? And these are all things, these are lessons that we're able to teach because we homeschool, we keep them home. Now, I've heard people say, well, I can teach them that while they go to school. Yeah, you can. But it's like, have you ever tried to stop the ocean, you guys? You know, the waves are coming in. If I'm trying to teach my child to stand still, but the waves are hitting him every 30 seconds, that standing still is going to be really hard. But if I pull my child out of the ocean, out of those waves, and he stands still on the beach, now he can stand still. And that's the difference, is if I'm not fighting waves and waves of evil at him all the time, it's a lot easier to teach him good. Not that he doesn't know what the bad is, but that he can stand stronger because he's not constantly being hit by the bad. And as they get older, they're stronger and they can handle it. Hello, had a great day. Finished school by 10:30 this morning. Hi, Jennifer. So glad. Welcome. Hey, Tam. You want to come in? Watch my brand new third grader Ace are ready for fourth grade language evaluation. Nice. Well done. You want to come in, Tam? Do you have time? Oh, do I have time? I got 30 minutes. You want to come in? Mark and Shaw, Kim Cat, hi, come on in. We're talking about homeschooling today. We're talking about raising our children with morals and values and integrity. And how do we do that, you guys? How do we teach our kids? You know, it's just so much easier when my kids haven't been exposed to crap all day long at, say, public school. And then I get them home and I spend a ton of time just trying to clean it all off. Sorry, Tam, I just totally would, but I'm doing my hair and I look a mess. Fair enough. Fair enough. I bet you look adorable. Anyway, but fair enough. Okay. So we're teaching our kids morals and standards. And if our children that go to public school, they go in and it's like the ick that sticks to them. It's like I always think of like evil as like a tar kind of a filament. And they get into the world as littles and they get covered in this tarry filament. And then you get them home and you bring them through your door and you spend the rest of the evening just picking it off and just trying to counteract what they got all day long. Does that sound kind of like a waste of time? And so instead, if we keep them home, we keep them free from the tar, we can build. We're not spending all our time cleaning them off. We actually get to build the child instead of trying to rebuild the child. And that's the most beautiful part about homeschooling. I get to build my child, not first clean them up. Mom of 8 here, successfully homeschooled my oldest 4, but my younger ones, my health has failed me. Oh, my dear friend, I actually understand that, Kim Cat. So are they in public school now, or are you looking for a system that can help you while you're sick? So I have dealt with a lot of health issues myself, and I have personally come up with a system that my children can now do without me because I finally realized I am not physically capable of doing all the things I was when I was younger. I'm 48 years old now. I used to be able to do all kinds of things for my kids, and now I can't. And I know that. And I've had to build my life around the fact that I have way more bad days now than I used to. But my kids are still being homeschooled because I've set up a process and a program that they can do on their own now because I still want them home. So if you've had to send your kids to public school and you're looking for that, go check out our program because that is what it's built to do, is help you through those health problems. That's what it's for. This week, our lesson has been about teamwork. We've cooked, planted, created with mixed tiles, etc. Oh, Janelle, that is beautiful. I love your stories. You tell me the best stories. Thank you. Kim Cat, they had a great foundation prior to going to public school, though. Yeah. And you know what? You have to do what you can do. You will fight the public school system forever. And, I know of a lot of homeschool moms that do towards the end have to send their kids in. And you know what? That's also not something you should guilt yourself for. Okay. You do what you have to do. And you pray hard and you let God fill in the rest. And that's really the bottom line. The bottom line is your kids will turn out like you one way or another. Whether they go to public school or homeschool, your kids are going to be you. So if you like you, you're great. If you don't like you, work on you first. We did easy peasy all-in-one homeschool. Which program do y'all use? We use my Homeschool Villages program called the Homeschool Pro. So what we did is we tried the easy peasy when my kids were little, actually. I hated it. I did. But what we use is we use a combo of 6 different online curriculums. Because what we did is we went in and we found our favorites and then we made deals with them and we put them into one combo package. And now we share that with the world. And that package has everything included. You have your easy peasies and you have your good and the beautifuls and you have all of these, and they're excellent. But what we did is we created a system that allows you to customize. You get to pick and choose from all these wonderful websites without having to pay the full price of all these websites. So one of the websites we have is study.com. If you were to do that on your own, it's $60 a month. With us, it's $35 a month, and you get the other 5 programs. We have Starfall, which is all your reading, writing, and math up through 5th grade. We have Creative Bug, which is all your art skills. Every art skill you need, the courses are in there. We have Type C, which is all your tech. So coding, it teaches business, it teaches typing, of course, but it has all the skills that a child needs to be tech savvy in today's world. We have, what else do we have in there? So the program we call it, it's our program. It's Homeschool Pro. It is our program. And it is a combo of 6 different online programs that cover everything you could possibly need so you can teach your children all at once. It's $35 a month right now. Janelle says, that is a great deal. All lessons to teach before planting faces and bugs. Yeah. Love my homeschool village. Mama 4 and literally has been a life and time saver. Thank you for that, Janelle. I'm going to screenshot that so I can use that later if that's okay. I'm going to use your testimony there. Thank you for that. Our lessons have been about obedience and commitment, working on chores, choosing his path. And that's beautiful for a 3rd, 4th grade, right? That you get to just work on obedience, commitment, moral standards. Imagine that. Moral standards. taught to children. What? Yeah, that's what we've been doing forever, right, parents? Like, but we've been fighting the system to do it. It's time to just bring them home and forget the system. Um, so yeah, we are here to make life easy for you. Homeschooling does not have to be hard. When I started homeschooling 20 years ago, it was. And I had to hunt down stuff. And there weren't online programs that worked. And if there were, they were CDs that we had to buy for hundreds of dollars. Guys, homeschooling right now is the easiest it has ever been. And My Homeschool Village makes it possible for you. We give you everything from planners that you need to posters for learning to every single part of your curriculum that you need. And we support you inside a community. So our children are playing Minecraft together. They're doing book clubs together. They're doing story times. They're doing art clubs together. And then they come in and they use our curriculums. And then every Wednesday I come in and teach them how to use the curriculums better and how to truly work together as a family. These are all beautiful things that we do. We did a science lesson with ice cubes, states of matter. We had to follow directions, fix mistakes. Jennifer, can I come to your house? Can my kids come to your house? Oh, thank you for all the hearts, by the way, you guys. That is so sweet and very thoughtful. My daughter loves the Minecraft program. She watches the clock every day to remind me. Oh, I love it. And I will see her very soon. We're starting here in about 40 minutes. So that'll be great. So if you want your kids to come and join a homeschool group, come see us. If you're looking for enrichment programs for summer, make sure you are signing up ASAP because the price is going up. Right now, the price is $25 a month. In 1 week, it changes. It's going to be per kid. So get in there, sign up now, get your kids in there. Those of you who are already locked in, you're locked in. Don't worry, it won't change on you. But we are having to change that price a little bit. And so if you want the best price ever, you got to do it now. Once you sign up for My Homeschool Village, you are locked into your price unless you cancel. So make sure you go check that out right now. We've got a big secret coming up. If you want to know what that secret is, make sure you click the link in the bio. Only the first 50 people are even going to find it out. What is the secret? Not telling, or it wouldn't be a secret. You got to go in and you got to click the button, sign up. We're going to email you the secret. And I promise you, it will save you money. So make sure you go and sign that up. So Kim, if you just want the social network, it's $25 a month for the household if you sign up by the end of the week. So go get in there. If you wait until next week, it will be $25 per kiddo. So make sure you are going in right now and get the best price ever. And it's $25 a month per household until Sunday. So hurry. And then make sure you go in and sign up for our secret, and we will email you that secret. And those of you who get that email will be given a nice little savings. So make sure that you check that out as well. So we've got that coming up. All right. Any other questions for me before I take off? I've got a Minecraft group to go host. We got the kids ready to play soon. I'm gonna grab me some lunch before I go do that with the kids. Any questions? Yeah, Kim, if you ever decide to pull those kids back out, I know health is a big deal. I do. If you do need to pull them out and you need something that they can do on their own without you, come check us out. Okay. Our program, once it's set up, you go in and you set them up. Once it's set up, they can go in, log in, get their work done every day without you, and they're interactive. And we do so much for you. It's like, have you ever heard women say, I wish I could homeschool. I just wish somebody else could do it for me? That's what we do. Yeah, practically. I do everything but come and clean your bathrooms, you guys. If you are looking for a homeschool program that is practically done for you, right here, come check us out. I know you do, Kat, and you do what you can. Just know that if that is something you end up doing, know that we are an option. You can even come check us out and see if it would work to make it possible for you to pull them out. So come look at it, but it is made for the mom who has illness. It's made for the bad PMS weeks where you just can't. It's made for a mom with lupus who is in bed a lot, or fibromyalgia, or there's a lot of illnesses out there we're dealing with as women, and this program works for you. Okay, go check that out and let us know what you think. In the meantime, we'll see you guys next week. Okay, thanks for showing up, and we'll see you later.